Teresa Kumrick here from Impact Mailing Club, and welcome to our Canadian group for Impact Mailing Club. I am super excited because we are the only direct mail company like this available in Canada. So thus far, everyone's been available in the U.S., but we are available in the U.S. and Canada, and soon launching, hopefully in summer of 2019, we will be launching in the UK and New Zealand. So first, I'm going to start and just give you, for the people who are new and don't know what we're all about, I'm going to give you a little overview about what Impact Mailing Club is about. And then I'd like to get into some explanations on how this all works in Canada, what the difference is, and how you can market this in Canada. Guys, super excited, first of all, just because the market is wide open for you. We are the only group of its kind in Canada, so very exciting. So Impact Mailing Club. What we are, Impact Mailing Club, is a direct mail or a lead membership program. What we do is, by becoming a member of Impact Mailing Club, you're receiving targeted home business leads. And what you have options of is that you could use those leads to market whatever business opportunity you want, or you can join our business opportunity and become a reseller of our program, which is phenomenal. Great. We provide the resources, we provide training. When you join at a certain level, you receive a certain amount of leads. You will receive a welcome letter from us, as well as a cover letter and an order form that you in turn can mail to your prospects. We are a direct mail company, so mailing is key and has an amazing response rate as well. So what we found in the past is a lot of people were not having success in the home business industry because it gets overwhelming. There are so many things going on: Facebook marketing, solo ads, email marketing. Direct mail is super easy. All you have to do is mail a letter, basically, and the response rate is super amazing, much higher than what email marketing or Facebook ads or something like that would be. We're finding people are having great success with it, and people who would otherwise quit are doing wonderfully in this. Having said that, if you have no interest in the home business opportunity part of this, you just want really super laser targeted leads in the home business industry, we've got that as well. You become a member, you receive your first set of leads, and you could repurchase leads at a discounted rate. And when you do that, you could mail whatever you want to those leads. If you're in a coffee business, if you're in a wellness industry, if you were in digital marketing, you could mail those leads your opportunity. So that's the gist of our program. If you need more information, certainly reach out to support@impactmailingclub.com. But first, reach out to the person that introduced you to this group. And they'll be able to answer anything you need, and all else fails, reach out to support, and that we have an amazing team, customer service second to none, that will help you out. So as a Canadian, we are so close to the U.S., our southern neighbors, and we are so similar in so many ways, and so different in a lot of ways too. And I get a lot of questions about things, about stamps, about currency, about how to do this as a Canadian, and I want to address as much as possible in this video. So first of all, when you join, a lot of people are asking, am I joining in Canadian funds? Am I joining in U.S. funds? This is a U.S. program, and the administration fee will always be in U.S. dollars. So we are going to post the levels and the prices. I'll post it in this group. When you're sending the administration fee, it will always be in the U.S. dollars. However, if you are joining under a Canadian, I highly suggest, I know there's been some talk about our currency, the U.S. currency, the exchange rate, how do I send U.S. dollars? It's really not that hard. Every bank will give you U.S. dollars. Very easy to send U.S. dollars if you're doing it electronically. Very easy to change Canadian to U.S. And if you're joining under a Canadian sponsor, you could certainly try to discuss something, negotiate something so that you could save on currency. But the administrative fee, again, it's a U.S. program. Our home base is in the U.S., and that will always be in US dollars. Don't overcomplicate it. Really is easy. Our banks are amazing. It's US dollars. We're not talking about a currency that's not readily available. So that is number one. Number two, I have been asked about stamps. So stamps, initially when you join, if you are joining under a US sponsor, you do have to send your payment and the stamps. Again, I'm going to list that in the group, how much the stamps are. That's also on the order form that you receive, and your sponsor will help you out with that. You can get US stamps anywhere. When that initial order, when you're becoming a member and you need to find those US stamps, we have every Canada Post will sell you US stamps. There's variety stores where there's every place there is a Canada Post. In Ontario, we have it at variety stores as well, and we have it at Shoppers Drug Mart. You can buy US stamps. So that is a non-issue. If you're joining it under a US sponsor, you simply go to a Canada Post and you buy the stamps that you need to send. Very simple, very easy. Third thing is just the cost of Canadian stamps, and I get it. Canadian stamps are very expensive. Well, not very expensive, but they're costly if you're going to be doing a lot of mailings. What I want you to understand is the way this program works is that when you sign people up, you are going to be receiving stamps. So despite the cost, when you become a member, just to back up a little bit, you're going to be receiving whether you want US leads or Canadian leads. And if the simplest way as a Canadian is if you join as a Canadian, get your Canadian leads and mail in Canada. And your initial expense will be mailing. However, as you start getting signups, not only are you receiving the money for the membership level that your signing up at, but you're also receiving stamps, which will alleviate that cost of marketing in the future. You're going to start getting stamps in the mail in addition to the cost of the program, and you could use that for future mailings. So you will have an initial cost, and I do need you guys to understand this is a business. If you're a reseller of the program and you're making signups, you're going to initially have that cost of mailing, but that'll be alleviated by the stamps that you receive. It's a business, there has to be a cost, and that cost of stamps can be a little overwhelming at first, but it all makes up for itself in the future. There are other options though, and I want to share some that I'm doing and that might be available to you or not. So initially when I joined, I wanted US leads, and the reason, and I admittedly might be wrong on this, but initially because of past experiences, I saw that US leads were more responsive. People in the US are more responsive to opportunities like this. Now, more and more I am seeing that Canadians are involved, well, myself included, are involved in direct sales. They're involved in MLMs. They're involved in digital marketing and home businesses. So that may not be as true as it might have been 5 years ago, 10 years ago. So what I wanted to do initially was market to US leads. And because I am very close to the US border, I did have my initial cost of mailing. But as I started to have signups and as I started to receive stamps, I received stamps in US stamps, and I received lovely payments in US dollars. So as much as we complain about the currency, receiving payments in US dollars is in our favor. So which is why I continued to doing that for a while. I'm very close to the US border, so it was very easy for me to just make a day of it, go to Niagara Falls, go to Buffalo, do my mailings to the US, and that's the way I do it, including now I am mailing Canadian leads as well. So that, for those of you who might be close to the border, that is an option if you want to do this, you know, as a Canadian, but want to market to the US. Absolutely, it's your business. You can do that. It's a decision you have to make based on what works best for you. There are also, if you want to get US leads and market to the US, but aren't close to the border, but that option is something that you want to do. There are companies that will actually print out your letters, do postcards for you, and do the mailings for you. So it's just all one cost. You pay that company and they take care of everything for you, very hands-off. That's an option as well. Something that we'll provide those details for paid members. When you become a member, we'll provide some options, and it's also just a Google search away. Something that you can get creative with on the way that you want to do this. Other questions I'm getting, how does it all work in Canada? How hard is it? How easy it is? And I keep telling people it's not that difficult. It's not that different. We are just a little bit north of the border. Our currency is different. Our stamps are different, but you have to make a decision on how you're going to do this. You could keep it as simple or as complicated as you want. Simplest way, just mail to Canadian leads. Take the initial cost of that mailing with the Canadian stamps, and work it the same way as all our prospects in the U.S. are doing, and just mail in Canada. And guys, I'm telling you, the market is wide open in Canada right now because we're the only program, and at least that I know of, because I've contacted a lot of them, I've researched it, and Impact Mailing Club is taking this wherever we can, and starting with Canada. Super excited that this could explode in Canada, and I really want to be here to help. So if you have questions, first contact your sponsor, please, whoever introduced you to this group. If you have specific questions to Canada that they can't help you with, feel free to reach out to me, or reach out to support if you need to. We are here to help. We have customer service that is absolutely amazing. And we'll help you as much as you can. Really, best thing to do, look at this video, review the comp plan that we're going to post in here and the different levels that you could join at, and contact the person that introduced you to this group. You won't be sorry. We are very excited to offer this to Canadians, and we'll take it from there, guys. Take care. Bye.